So you've probably heard that you should never ever use Wikipedia because it's highly unreliable. Well, maybe, but maybe not. So let's start with what is Wikipedia? Basically, Wikipedia is an open resource for anybody to come and share information with the world, which is really fantastic. But the downside is anybody can come and share information, which means you're not always going to get reliable information. So why should you even bother with Wikipedia when you know that you can go to an academic database and get reliable information? Well, that's a great question, but the reason Wikipedia is so popular is because it's a great database. It's easy to access, and it gives us, you know, a wealth of information in a really easy format. So don't pass it up just because you need to take that extra step and verify the information, because it really can be a great way to get your research started or to come and coalesce your thoughts and get some more ideas. So, for example, say I wanted to research the status of the Irish language in Ireland today. I would just simply do that little search there and go to this page. So here I can see that I have quite a bit of information here. And down at the bottom, this is always a good way to look and see, do I have references that will take me to other sites that will give me information? And I have quite a few, so that's promising. So one thing that I might want to look for is to see if I can edit this myself. I'm not going to, but if I can, and I can see this little edit button, that means that anybody can edit it. So that can mean that it's a little less reliable than a closed page. So some pages might be closed by the people at Wikipedia, and only verified users can contribute to it. So that means you're more likely to get reliable information, but that doesn't mean necessarily that this page that anybody can edit is totally unreliable. So one thing I might want to do is I might want to look at the view history, or rather, I might want to view the history. The history here, that doesn't show you the history of the views. It shows you, excuse the dog next door, it shows you the history of the revisions. So here I can see that most of the most recent revisions have been made by somebody named Darren Pryor. So I might want to find out a little bit more about that person. I come over here and I can see that he is a Dubliner, and he has some information that might be useful because he is involved with community the community and media, and he has an education that might be useful. So anyhow, we have a little bit of confidence here, I think, in Darren. So that's really, helpful to know. So I'm going to go back over here, get back to my page. And so if I were to save this entire article, well, first of all, I can download it as a PDF and I can print it, which is super useful. But one thing I might want to do is I might want to just save some sections to, for further use. So if I decide to go that route, I might want to come over here to my worksheet, put in my topic. So that would be Irish language. I might want to put in some subtopics that I've already identified. And then, of course, as I find more subtopics, great. But I might want to know more about the education. Oops. Maybe the regions where it's spoken. Maybe a little bit about the history. And so as I do look through this, I'm going to, be mindful of looking for those things. So once again, I'm just going to go ahead and grab that article title. I'm going to highlight it and put the link in there. And now that link will take me right back there when I want to find it again. So obviously I can use this like I use any sort of article, but I am going to want to make sure that I follow through with any information that I find, either by clicking on those links that are provided and seeing where that takes me, or if I have any information where I can't find a link that takes me to a reliable, verified source, I might want to just like put a pin in that information and then go to one of my databases and verify that information for myself. But I might start off by simply doing a skim through or viewing of this, seeing what some of the topics that are available here, and deciding where I want to, start looking. So I can either read the entirety of the article, which I might actually do, it's not that long, or I can come over here, and since I wanted to find out more about the education, I can click on that and it will take me right there, which is really nifty. And so if I want to save that section, I can just highlight the whole deal, copy it, and then I'll just paste it in there. Now I want to paste it instead of paste without formatting. Paste without formatting will keep the font and the font size and all that consistent with the rest of my worksheet, but it will remove those links. So I want to keep those links, so I'm going to hit paste. And that way I have the ability to highlight things. I can take notes over here. And basically, this gives me an opportunity to get a little bit more information about my topic, and also give me some ideas of where I might want to dive in further, and follow up that research with a good database search. So make sure that you are using all the sources available at your fingertips. There's a reason that people love Wikipedia and come to it often. It is, very user friendly. It does have, some really useful information. We just want to make sure that we go that extra step to verify information we have, but don't turn your nose up at Wikipedia just because it's not an official academic source. It can be really a useful source, and it can help you in your research journey. Have fun finding out more about our world.